is now officially summer for me. The Team Fortress update finally dropped with wonderful set of huge amounts of maps, and the beloved community game mode versus Saxton Hale has been put right next to the official maps, with its own dedicated maps, and not gonna lie here, it's quite a nice content drop for a 16-year-old game. The Seal map is hilarious, the Venice map plays wonderfully, and the Phoenix map is said to be on par with Overwatch maps. Yeah, Overwatch. How about this game's summer update? Alright, before we dive deep into this dumpster fire, this is not another TF2 versus Overwatch 2 comparison where I blatantly favor one game over the other. But come on, man, how can you screw up so badly? The only good change that was implemented in this update is the Torbjorn turret nerf. And it's good because no one likes it when anything with aimbot is doing all the work for the player. And in exchange, the Torb can now nay-nay with his primary weapon like 4 times more effectively. But we are not going to talk about any of that gameplay stuff, as today's target of mine will be the awful volleyball game mode. While the Lucio Ball mode, when it first came out, not when it was released for the 6th time, was a fairly fun game mode with its own competitive branch for those who really wanted to test their skills or earn a top 500 title for almost free, it was quickly noticed that there were some similarities with the infamous ball game Rocket League, because in that game you go around the field with one big ball on it, and the Lucio Ball is just 6 black Brazilians running on a field with a big ball on it. Do you see the correlation? Besides all that crying, it was a nice addition, some sort of break from the regular team-based shooting the enemy guys, and it was, dare I say it, liked by the community. Year after year, less people played the mode because it was the same thing all over again, and big surprise, the mode got very repetitive, so basically no one wanted to play it even more, even if they kept on adding new maps and stuff. This year must be different. This is the first time the brand new game Overwatch 2 has its chance on the summer theme. What are the players greeted with at the opening of this amazing opportunity? Another garbage highlight intro. But wait! There's more. We have the volleyball game mode. Woo! Yeah! Hooray! Why did the music stop? Well, I did play it. I tried multiple heroes and I have concluded this game mode is special. But not in the outstanding and fabulous special, more like special needs special. Let's start with an overall description of what is even happening in this glass box. There are 2 teams of 3 people. Basic stuff for now. And all of them, before the match starts, have to choose one hero that they will play for the rest of the game. This already breaks the fundamental rule of allowing players to switch to any hero they want throughout their matches. The ADHD kids will now have to suffer a 10-minute match as the one character they chose. How awful. You either have to give them complete freedom or limit their choices to only one pick so they can't complain about not having a choice. The goal of this game mode is to get the big ball that is impossible to not see to hit the floor on the enemy territory, and the only rule for that mode is it has to go above this wall-like object. Wow, this sounds very similar to a very popular sport, badminton, my beloved. There is also this funky little timer of 30 seconds to make sure either you or the enemies don't suffer too long if the physics engine decides to have a stroke mid-match. The overall time limit is 10 minutes and the first team to score 10 points wins. Simple, right? Now, when I first played this mode, I was shocked how many playable characters there are. It's a bigger choice than the entire TF2 game has to offer. I decided to play Winston first, since I heard he is the announcer and the big boy behind all of this chaos, so maybe, I thought to myself, he will be straightforward and easy to begin with. Safe to say, I trolled this match so hard thanks to the enormous ass hitboxes of Monkey, because whenever I jumped to hit the ball, the game decided I wanted to faceplant the ball straight to the ground. I'm pretty sure my teammates were more than happy to play with me. In this first match, I already knew I'm in for an awful experience, especially knowing I have some event challenges to do if I want to earn the sexy Doomfist skin. After the first abomination that I can barely call a match, I decided to experiment. Maybe I'm missing the point or just not playing the mode correctly. So I see there is Junkrat available, and I think to myself, wow, maybe I will be able to bounce the ball with my mines. Oh, of course not, why would it work like that? Junkrat is forced to use his very chaotic mines as a mobility tool only, and that's when I knew this mode is doomed. Why? If I'm now aware that the mode is reliant on precision, fast reaction time and high vertical mobility to play the very high balls, and yes, this happened way too often in my games, I already know what should I be looking for, and to my surprise, or maybe disappointment, I notice Pharah and Echo are available. Oh lord, this can't be happening. Whoever came up with an idea to put in the same basket of heroes, Pharah, that is known for dominating the skies and being able to stay in the skies for a whole 100 days Minecraft challenge, on par with Junkrat, who can only launch himself with a double mine and fall down, must be very smart. That's what I call Blizzard's polish. Echo is in a very similar spot, where her passive spacebar ability also allows her to scout the skies of the field and make sure to pressure anything from above, giving her and Pharah a massive advantage because their hits on balls are no longer aimed up, but straight down onto the enemy field. That is, if the engine allows for it and even puts enough power to your punch to make the ball pass the middle net. The only thing that these two are lacking is speed, as they already check the two boxes I mentioned perfectly. So, looking at the hero roster even closely, I see it. The dodgeball master himself, Genji. I have seen someone play him in my first or second match, and I thought to myself, well, if they put Genji in this busted state, the other heroes must have something going for them too, right? And I couldn't be more wrong. Genji almost has it all. He can react the quickest, his dashes will always land where you aimed, and the only thing he's lacking is mobility. That big shocker is granted to everyone for free in a form of a jump pad. And don't even get me started on him having a double jump. Congratulations! We have now discovered what is called a meta in the first 2 or 3 days of the mode existing. Congratulations once again. If you decide to play any other hero, your team is in a massive disadvantage. And you may argue that, oh, Widow can do those busted serves. Well, yes, but once you do it, it's just a matter of time for the enemy Genji to fully counter your big brain strategy by simply dashing in your general direction. Nothing in the current Volleyball hero roster comes close to the 3 characters that I consider the meta. If you disagree, go ahead and share your wrong opinion in the comments. Mercy has a cool gimmick where she can dash towards the ball, but why do that when the ball is constantly moving and you can do everything Mercy does, but with Genji, and even better? At the end, I appreciate the effort, but I expected more from a company that is capable of brainwashing rude children and leeching their mom's credit cards so well. With this budget, we only got a fancy workshop game mode, which is not only disappointing, but also sad. The engine feels like it does whatever it wants sometimes, and the hero roster is wide only for the sake of being wide. Some heroes are completely useless, while others are a must-have if you want to win. Lucio Ball is still way better in my opinion, as it provides a solid foundation, balance, and way more fun environment than the staring at the ball in the sky simulator. The entire event feels more like an opportunity for Blizzard to introduce almost naked female or male skins for big money, and you know there will be some children that will smurf their parents' credit cards to afford them. Once again, Blizzard fails to accomplish the most basic of game maintenance tasks, showing a single yet determined developer and a massive creative community can do this job better. The seal map is so good. Thanks for watching, have a lovely day, bye bye.